We are going to do another box of these dollar coins. So $1,000 coins in the box. Let's see how it goes. Welcome back to Silver in the Big Sky. It's another one of those odd hunts that probably no silver tonight. I don't think there's a possibility of finding anything in there. But yeah, we're going to do another box of these dollar coins, see if we can't find anything cool for our...
Maybe we could find a random proof. We haven't found one in a while.
Yeah, we still haven't found a proof of any denomination for a while, but have not found one of these particular coins. We've got a couple of collection books that we're trying to kind of put some stuff together. We've got our books. We've got our other book out there is actually open to kind of help us with what we're looking for. Hopefully we can find another innovation dollar. In our last hunt, we found our very first one. We also find the 1979 Susan B. Anthony wide rim, our first one in the last hunt. There's a little shot of the big sky. Can't quite see the mountains out there because it's like...
pouring.
Yeah, it's like raining over there. But yeah, gorgeous little spring afternoon, early evening here in the big sky.
We had snow this morning, so...
Yeah, big snowflakes, but it's just spring in the big sky. We'll, you know the drill. We'll bring you in with any cool finds. If you could help us, 10 seconds does a lot to help us. 10 seconds of your time. We would certainly appreciate it if you could like, comment, and share. Yeah, enough of that. Let's get into the hunt. Well, we are 10 rolls in. There's only 40 rolls in these boxes. It takes us a little bit of time. There's not a lot of coin, but a little bit of time just to kind of figure out what you're looking for again and stuff. So NIFCs, we're pulling not intended for circulation coins, which are 2012 and later, both in the presidents and the Native American dollars, which are pretty cool looking reverses. And then 2002 and up on the Sacagawea dollars. I think it's 2002 through 2008. Yeah. So, and we've got, what, 6, 7, 8 on the board. So we've got 2 of the 2002 Denvers, a 2007 Denver, and then it's hard to look at because it's on the edge. If you've ever hunted dollar coins, your year and mint is on the edge, so I'm not going to necessarily do that for the sake of the video because it takes so long, but
it's hard to see even with a magnifying glass.
Yeah, that's a 2013. I've got my book out here, so that's the treaty with the Delawares. Cool looking coin. Yeah, with a turkey, a turtle.
I was going to say there was a turtle on one of them.
And a wolf. That's an odd pairing of animals for sure. And then we've got the Sequoia one, which I believe, yes, is a 2017 right there. And then American dollar, presidential dollar, NIFCs. We've got a Gerald Ford, a Harry S. Truman, and a Lyndon B. Johnson. Sweet. So just NIFCs, nothing fancy for the board yet. But yeah, those are some cool looking coins right there. I really like that one. All right, we are 20 rolls in, or halfway through the box. And I'm just going to cover the new ones when we do a new little clip here. So we didn't find any new Native 2012 and later Native American dollars. I think we had 02s and 07s. So we did add a 2008 NIFC in the Sacagawea dollars. We've added a couple of 2004s. So now we've got some from 02, 04, 07, and 08. And I believe we just had 3 of the 2012 and later NIFC presidential dollars. We've added 4. So we've added a Gerald Ford. We've added a Theodore Roosevelt. We've added a Dwight D. Eisenhower. And we've added one of the 2 Grover Clevelands. So Cleveland was president twice, 2 terms, but he had a president in between them. So he's got 2 coins. What a lucky guy. So right there, you've got the front-facing one and the side-facing one. We've got one of the side-facing Grover Clevelands. Still no Native American dollars, innovation dollars. I'll show you those real quick here. So they're 2019 and later. Man, those are cool looking.
Yeah,
so
we
that's
found our one and only last time.
Yep, we did. We found one. I don't remember. I think just looking at it, I think it was the polio vaccine.
Yeah, I think so. That sounds right.
Sounds about right. So yeah, we're just chipping away here, trying to find some good stuff. We are finding some keepers and some collectibles, but just none of the top finds yet. Hopefully, we'll find some more. We are through 30 rolls, just 10 rolls remaining. We did find quite a few not intended for circulation coins in that 10 rolls. I think 5 new ones. So we'll go to the presidents first. Kennedy! Nope, it wasn't silver. We'll be hoping for that in our next $50 hunt to find some Kennedy silver. But John F. Kennedy there. We got a Chester Arthur. I think that's the very first year of the, so it's a 2012 there, not intended for circulation, of the presidential dollars. We got a William McKinley and a William Howard Taft. I think we haven't even had a duplicate there. So we've got 9 of the NIFC presidential dollars and 9 different ones. We added a bunch in there in the Sacagawea dollars between 2002 and 2008, but no new ones. We've added some duplicates, or 1 duplicate in there, but 1 new one. We got one of these right there. Let me flip the page in my red book here. And that is the 2022 Eli S. Parker. So that's a kind of a new one right there. Pretty sweet. Like to see that. That kind of makes you think that maybe you have a chance to find some innovation dollars. And I don't think I showed this. Yeah, that one is over there. So this is what we refer to as the red book. There is a 2026 version of this out. I don't think probably much has changed. It's got some, the newer stuff. But yeah, let's see if we can't find some more of these later year innovation dollars. Some of them are pretty cool designs there. All right, 10 rolls left. We're going to get back after it. Well, that's a wrap. We're through all 40 rolls. In those 40 rolls, we did find a lot of NIFCs, but only 1 new one that we didn't have. We actually found 2 of them. It's so the first year, 2012, in the Native American dollar series, the trade routes in the 17th century, right there, 2012. So yeah, picked up 2 of those. Ended up with 4 of those different versions in the hunt. Let me set up the board. I'll set this up kind of in the right years and whatnot. We'll do a little recap. And yeah, it was a fun little hunt. Well, that's a wrap. Kind of an interesting board setup once I got to looking at it. But here's what we did. So we found a stack of 2002s, all Denver. A stack of 2004s, all Denvers. 2007s, all Denvers. 2008s, all Denvers. We didn't find a single Philadelphia minted coin in the 2002 to 2008 Sacagawea, not intended for circulation coins. Pretty interesting. Let's cover let's just go by year. So starting in 2012, the Native American dollars and the presidential dollars are NIFCs. So in 2012, we found 2 of the 4 presidents, a Chester Arthur and one of the 2 different versions of the Grover Cleveland. Both of those were 2012 coins. And then we found the 2012 trade routes in the 17th century Native American dollar. 2013, we found a William Howard Taft, a Theodore Roosevelt, and a William McKinley. Interestingly, just 1 of each of those. We did have 2 of that. And then we found the not intended for circulation Native American dollar in 2013, the treaty with the Delawares. 2014, nothing. 2015, we found all 4 of the different presidents with no duplicates. A Dwight D. Eisenhower, a Lyndon B. Johnson, a John F. Kennedy, and a Harry S. Truman. And then 2000, I believe those are 2016. Yeah, so this was 15. Yep. So 2016, we found a Gerald R. Ford. Those are both the same. So there you go. There was a duplicate finally on the presidents. I didn't pick up on that as I was stacking them together. 2017, we had the Sequoia. That is its name in the book as well. One really nice one. The first one we had found wasn't as nice, but man, that's a beauty there. And then we fast forward to 2022 to the Ellie or Eli S. Parker. I guess I don't know how to pronounce that. I would think Eli, I guess. But yeah, we're missing quite a few of the years of those. I'd like to see more of those in the hunt. We did find some of the, several of these in the years before the 2000. I think I found, yeah, some of each of those. But those aren't before 2012. They're not intended for circulation, just 2012 and after. So yeah, cool hunt. Let me know what you guys think, or if you want to see some more of these every now and then. We probably won't do a ton of these, but we are interested in collecting, filling some collection books on these. And of course, finding some of the more rare finds. I guess in the 2 different boxes that we did find one of those innovation dollars, which was cool. All right, well, appreciate you. And a little parting shot of the big sky. Kind of got dark on us there, but yeah. Kind of turned into a little bit of a stormy afternoon out there. We certainly appreciate you and look forward to seeing you in the next hunt.